Hey Canucks fans, it is Canucks game day. Game 5, Canucks, Oilers, Rogers Arena. I'm going to be there. I'm so excited. Rick Tocchet promised changes to his lineup after game 4. Too many passengers, too many players not even figuring out that we're in the playoffs. So we're going to see new lines. We're going to see new players inserted. I think I'm hoping it's going to add up to a big 5-3 victory for the Vancouver Canucks. That's my prediction, and I predict that JT Miller will be the first goal scorer. So I'm going to get that out of the way right away. So put in the comments below your score prediction and your first Canucks goal scorer. Once again, 5-3 Canucks. That's what I'm saying. And I'm saying JT Miller scores the first Canucks goal. If you're at the game tonight, per usual, second intermission, I'll be at the Legends locker room display outside of sections 315 and 316. So come say hello, second intermission, if you are at the game. Okay, let's get to this lineup. We'll go from the back end first because then I want to spend most of my time talking about the forwards. So goaltenders, Demko is not with the main group. So don't expect a miraculous, appearance, resurrection by Demko for game 5. We got to park that talk for at least a couple more days. So I expect it. I'm recording this before the practice ends. I 100% expect it to be Archer Shilov's in net with Casey DeSmith backing him up. Shilov's had a great game 4. Would have loved him to save that late goal by the Oilers, but other than that, I thought he had a really, really good game. So expect Shilov's to be the starter once again. On D, we know that Soucy was going to return after his 1-game suspension, but the traditional, conventional thought would be he just comes back in for Juleson, right? Juleson replaced Soucy. But then, there's some talk on my show last night. Some others are saying, well, why not you bring Cole out? Juleson was okay, except for that horrible, read on that second Edmonton goal. But Juleson was okay, and Cole has really struggled this playoff series. Others are saying, what are you crazy? Cole has so much playoff experience, and Juleson showed his inexperience last game, and you can't blame Cole for everything that's happened to him. Some of them have just been wrong place, wrong time. So having said all that, it looks like we're back to the big 6 of Hughes, Hronek, Soucy, Myers, and then Zadorov and Cole. So that means Juleson back out as an extra with Mark Friedman. So expect our regular 6 defensemen. Then up front, this is where it gets fun, and I'm really excited about this. And it's kind of a look that I and others, not just me, have been clamoring for a little bit, especially knowing how good that Bluger can be between Garland and Joshua. So there's my little hint. So we still have Miller, Besser, and Suter. You don't break those guys up. They didn't have the best game 4, but you don't break those guys up, especially the chemistry between Miller and Besser. Now, you have your all-Swedish line with Lindholm in the middle. So Elias Lindholm in the middle or Elias Lindholm. I've heard both. You have Elias Pettersson on the one wing and Nils Hoglander on the other wing. So you know how they ran Petey, Hoglander, Mikheyev for the longest time? Just think of Lindholm replacing Mikheyev, but then Lindholm swapping places with Pettersson. So once again, Lindholm as the center, Petey and Hoglander on the wings. They did this for a little bit when we first got Elias Lindholm, and with moderate success. So maybe in the playoffs is better. Lindholm is obviously healthier. He's found his game. And it's funny how we're asking Lindholm to help elevate Petey's game and not vice versa. So that could be a real difference maker, especially if they reunite the third line, Bluger, Joshua, and Garland. Before this version of Lindholm between Joshua and Garland, we know that Bluger played with Joshua and Garland for a couple months, and they were awesome. They were probably the best Canucks line for stretches when the Canucks were struggling before we acquired Elias Lindholm. So this line, I have no problem. There's a bit of a skill downgrade from Lindholm to Bluger, but Bluger has shown great chemistry with those two workhorses in Garland and Joshua. So I'm fine with this line. And then a fourth line, a new line, Nils Aman between Phil DiGiuseppe, returning from personal reasons, and Vasily Podkolzin. So a lot of people have been clamoring for Podkolzin to get in the lineup. It looks like he will. So again, Phil DiGiuseppe, Nils Aman, and Vasily Podkolzin. Now, I'm not sure. Doesn't sound like the most imposing line ever, but if they can hold their own against Edmonton's fourth line, then we're fine. So that means the extra skaters. Check this out. Ilya Mikheyev scratched. Sam Lafferty scratched. And Linus Karlsson scratched. Karlsson, not surprised. He minimal impact over the last couple games. Lafferty had a bad game for it, and Mikheyev, he hasn't scored since I think I was born in 1974. So we will see what happens with these lines. What's fascinating to me, you guys, if they still use Miller, let's say that the Edmonton Oilers split up McDavid and Draisaitl like they did in game 4. If they use Miller on McDavid, for instance, or Draisaitl, doesn't matter, And if they use the Bluger line on the other line of McDavid or Draisaitl, whoever Miller doesn't take, then that leaves this all-Swedish line to go crazy against the bottom six of the Oilers. Canucks are at home. They have the last change. There's a real opportunity here, you guys. And obviously, I joked around about how many times would you hear the word pivotal being used today, because it's a pivotal Game 5, especially in a 2-2 series. This game is so important for obvious reasons. You want to win this. Well, you never want to lose, but you want to win this game. And it would be pretty cool if Pettersson kind of wakes up and maybe Lindholm is the straw that's going to stir his drink, so to speak. So I'm really excited to be at this game. I'm really excited that and I said this on the stream, and I'm not making excuses for this team, but if in your heart of hearts, if someone told you on October 1st, 2023, that the Canucks would be playing on May 16th in Game 5 of the Pacific Division Finals, and we'll call it the Pacific Division, right? Yeah. The divisional final, and you're playing against the Edmonton Oilers, and it's 2-2, and you have home ice advantage, I think 7 months ago, we all would have taken that in a heartbeat. It's not the best snap. Okay. We all have taken that in a heartbeat. So if you, on the optimistic side, I'm not looking for excuses. I'm not already projecting a loss. I'm just saying, once we calm down about what happened in Game 4, once we realize that the Canucks have not played a full 60-minute effort yet, they haven't played their best game, a really, really complete game. They've had flashes of it, but they haven't put together a full 60-minute game, especially in this series. I'm excited. I'm excited of the potential of what could happen tonight. So I'm going to be there. Like I said, second intermission, come meet me, section 316, 315 in the concourse by the Legends locker room display. Would love to say hi, meet you if I've never met you, refamiliarize myself if I've seen you before, and we can just chat. Hopefully we're talking about a Canucks lead and how they're nursing it. Not Darnell nursing it, how they're nursing it going into the third period. Shout out to my sponsors, Van City Experts Real Estate, and to Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. Thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Carol Hoglander, legendary Andrew Chang for your support. And thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. By the way, if you weren't part of last night's stream, check out minutes basically 8 to 25. It was absolutely bonkers. It was a stream of 24 straight donations. I'm not complaining. You guys were very generous tonight, and I really appreciate it. And I'm going to try and stream tonight, no matter what time, get home after the game. We'll aim for 11 o'clock, but we might have to bump that if it goes into extra time. So on your way out, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you like the video. You can leave a donation. You can become a member. You can upgrade your membership. And definitely leave me your score prediction, your first Canucks goal scorer. I'm going 5-3 Canucks. I'm going JT Miller to open the scoring for the Vancouver Canucks. I'm predicting that Elias Pettersson has a massive game, breaking out of whatever is slumping him, along with Elias Lindholm and Nils Hoglander. Let's go. All Swedish line. It's going to be amazing. Have a great day and enjoy tonight's game. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves and take care of each other. God bless, and go Canucks go.